moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Green 19.
On second down, it's Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Green 19.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A give. This is Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Boston Scott, his first carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Scott. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot. Detroit.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin. Lutz now to kick this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A give to Jones. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, check 26. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Back north. Good. Hey, where y'all going? Good.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over them, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last... This week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
We are going. Get reset. Hey, easy. We are going. Zoom.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check 26. That's fine, yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flag. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Oko, over here.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
319. Hey, Lex. That's what I do.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let him know.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's fine, yeah. 319.
The give is to Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, where are going? Mike 96. Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And McManus able to put it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now, 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Green 39! Green 39!
They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Blue 58! Jumbo!
I can't believe they let you play.
Shift!
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gywu. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchie.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Wide right. Got three down. Back to north. Zoom.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Moore now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Gywu. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. Back now in Tampa. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
We are going. Hey. We are going.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Loco, over here.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Detroit! They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
319.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, where y'all going? Hey, check 26.
On first down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, flex.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Right. Shift. Jumbo. Yeah, Liz.
To throw again. Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Hey, where y'all going? Jumbo!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. Fighting to stay upright. Now he's flushed out right. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, 88. No.
Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by King Crowley.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Motion. Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Looking to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. Inside. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter